Hey, ambitious woman, we have a very special, exciting upcoming opportunity for you. Meet us in Phoenix, Arizona, April 21st to the 23rd for our 5th annual No Summit. If you're facing burnout and you need some time to relax, you want to take your business to the next level and really dig in and grow with like-minded women, this is the place you need to be. Find out all the details in the show notes or head over to summit.thenowomen.com. See you there. Welcome to the High Achieving Female Podcast, powered by No, where we believe high achieving female leaders deserve to be known. Here, you're going to get the tips, tools, and inspiration you need to network, grow, scale, and balance your business, career, and life.
I'm Clara Capano with Capano Speaking and Training, and I wanted to share a little bit with you on how we can break through fear. Now, as a speaker, we are told that public speaking can be the number one fear, even ahead of death. Now, not all fears are at this level, but we have to understand that feeling fearful, feeling apprehensive is normal. It is part of life. And there are ways to break through fear, because when we live in fear, it keeps us small. It keeps us from going after our true goals and really being able to accomplish all the greatness that is in front of us. So what I want to do is talk with you a little bit about what fear really is, and then give you a fail-proof strategy that will help you break through any fear, regardless of what it is. So let's talk about what fear really is. When you study the brain, and I'm going to get a little scientific here for a moment, so hang in there with me. But when you study the brain, there is a part of the brain, it's called the reticular activating system, and it is essentially a filter system. What it does is it takes in the information and processes it in connection with a filter that you have created by your thoughts and your programs. It will take you down one of two paths. It'll take you down the path of things that you love, you value, and that you want more of. This is the filter of abundance. On the other side, it's the filter of fear. It is things that you don't want, things that could possibly be threats to you. This is the path and the filter of scarcity. In understanding fear, fear is really what scientists call the absence of love. Now, they're not talking about romantic love, but what they are talking about is those two filters. When you are in fear, you are in scarcity. You are focusing only on the things that you don't want, and that could be possible threats to you. So what you want to do is anytime you experience fear is you want to be able to shift into the filter of abundance so that you can bring more abundance and more of what you want, more of what you desire, more of what you value, and more of what you love. So this is where we have the strategy. The strategy is value. You see, when you are creating value, it means that you are coming from a place of serving others. When you are coming from a place of value, you don't have to be fearful. When you are living in fear, you are thinking about yourself. When you are focused on delivering value, you are focused on serving others. So I'll give you an example of what I mean. As a public speaker, many people do not understand or even believe when I tell them that I used to be deathly afraid of public speaking. I was one of those millions who wanted to do it, but was so afraid. Even so much that when I was practicing and training for some of my talks, I would have panic attacks for days and weeks before the event. So I went and I talked with my mentor, and this is what he told me. He said, Clara, do you believe in the message you are sharing? Do you believe that there is value in what you are speaking of and that your audience needs to hear it? And I said, yes. A lot of these items changed my life, and I know it can impact them for the positive. He said, then stop thinking of yourself and focus on the value that you are delivering. So that is what I'm saying to each and every one of you. When you are experiencing fear, go back to the value that you are delivering. For example, Many of us have to make calls to generate business, to do more lead generation and prospecting. If when you are doing these calls, you are coming from a place of value because you know that the product or service you have truly is going to benefit the client, you don't have to be afraid because you know you are bringing value. If you are delivering a new product and you have to give a presentation, you don't have to be fearful if you believe in the product that you have and you know that the product is going to bring more value, increased sales, make an easier life. If you are thinking about writing a book, a blog, or doing a podcast, you don't have to be fearful if you believe in the words and the concepts you are sharing. So anytime you have a fear, I encourage you to write it down, but then to take some time and really go deep. What is the value behind what you are bringing? Because when you understand and you can lead with the value, your fears will go away. Take yourself out of the equation and focus on the people in front of you. Because when you are living with the mission of serving and delivering value, you do not have to be fearful. So when it comes to presentations, when it comes to calls, when it comes to even letting go of your safety net and venturing out to maybe even create and start your own business, focus on the value behind everything you are doing. So thanks for listening to this little masterclass. I hope you enjoyed it. I would love to hear back from you. Again, my name is Clara Capano with Capano Speaking and Training. You can reach me at claracapano.com, and I am part of the No Women membership, and I would love to be able to see you at any of our upcoming events. Thanks so much for joining.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of the High Achieving Female Podcast powered by No, where we believe it's time for high achieving women like you to be seen, heard, and recognized. Until next time, remember, you deserve to be known.